do anything except start by thanking all of you for being here. No arts presenter of any size, actually no presenter of any kind of any size, nobody putting on a sporting event, nobody running a restaurant, nobody taking care of any human interaction can take for granted your presence at that event. There's more that you have available in your own house than ever before, and we're all rebuilding our going out of the house practices, right? They're all still in flux. So the fact that you gave of your time and your engagement to be here, particularly as we launch this entire endeavor, it's hard for me to find the right words for my gratitude for you being part of this today. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. There are other people to thank, some of whom you have met already. At the door, Michaela Pace and Natalia Leslie were welcoming you and taking your free tickets. If you have been to the back to avail yourself of something to wet your whistle, Caroline Lee is assisting us back there. Caroline! Carlos Monzon, assisted by Kimberly Monzon, is our live stream guy and videographer. I cannot overstate the importance of his presence and his expertise to this event, so thank you very much to Carlos. And I want to thank two people that you will not meet tonight, Martha Guth and Erica Switzer. Martha is a wonderful soprano, Erica is a pianist. They are friends and artistic partners, and they created the Songslam 8 years ago in 2015. They were just forming their own song organization. It's called Sparks and Wiry Cries because it's in New York and they're very fancy. But they were looking at their mission goals, which are very much the mission goals of Lone Star Song, and trying to figure out how they could program song and what kind of events they could do to really serve those goals. The two that they were looking at most was how do they foster the creation of new work to move the art form forward? And they realized that part of that was how do they build structures that support artists coming together to collaborate and to create that new work. The other thing they were talking about together was how do they engage new audience? You might not be aware of this. There's actually a lot of data about this. Arts organizations in the United States are actually great at getting new people to come to their concerts. What they're not so good at is getting those new people to come back a second time. That's where the statistics really take a dive. And so we're in the middle of a big learning curve about that across the country. So they were talking a lot about audience engagement and just listening to what audiences were saying about the concert experience, which, I don't know, maybe not all of you will agree with me. I don't think that we in the classical community have always been really good at hearing that. I, for one, will stand right up and say I've spent 30 years saying to my family, essentially, no, you can wear jeans to the opera, and not really seeing that they still don't feel 100% welcome and like they belong in some of those spaces. So all of those things came together in the amazing minds of Martha and Erica to create the Songslam, which happens in a venue that isn't a concert hall, just to sort of get past some of that trauma if you've ever been yelled at for clapping at the wrong time. That's not going to happen here. But what I love about this event so much, I've emceed 5 of these in different cities. It happens every year in New York, Cincinnati, Minneapolis, Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, London, Ljubljana. Fun fact there, it's called the Spev Slam. And also in other cities like every other year. It's all over North America and Europe now. And I'm so happy that we've brought it to Texas. It's genius because it combines so many factors that serve these mission goals. So first and foremost, it's a concert of really good songs. So like at the core, that's what we're doing. We are taking this incredibly intimate and powerful art form and taking people that are really good at doing it and listeners who are passionate and bringing all of those things together. It's also a concert of all new music. All of it, everything that you hear tonight is a world premiere. composed for this occasion. So in terms of that feeling in the concert hall of like, do I know enough to be here? You know, have I studied hard enough? You all are the expert on this music. No one else knows it except those people back there. And in half an hour or so, you will be the ones, the only ones in the world who know it. Hey, experts, what's up? It's nice to meet you. It's a competition, which we love. We're Americans. We love competitions. We love winning stuff. We love going up against each other. We love that energy. And it's a social event. It's purposely designed to invite an audience that is new, but also an audience that is unashamedly partisan. Many of you have probably come here knowing exactly who you're going to vote for already. Many of you probably have not. That's a cool combination. The performers are invested in reaching out to their communities live and in real time, but also through their social networks to garner those votes. And the whole experience is fun and social. The combination of those things together really has made this a new event across the country, and that's why we, in forming Lone Star Songs, decided to kick off our existence with the inauguration of this event, which I really hope will be something that happens regularly, yearly in Waco. We're also taking advantage of Waco's location. We've got people from all over the state. We've got teams from Houston and San Antonio, and in addition to teams from Waco. So thank you, I-35, and keep on investing in your road dollars, is what I would say. So that is all about the event and why you're here and why we're starting this way. Thank you for your indulgence. Now, I would like to introduce your teams to you. Here's where it gets a little bit pedantic. I'm going to introduce the teams by their numbers, by which they've been introduced over the last couple of weeks on our social media pages. Team 1, Team 2, etc. They're not going to perform in that order. The order is randomized. They just found it out. You will find it out when we start the slam. So just remember your team number and vote for that team by their number and not by the order of their performance. Does that make sense? Perfect. Excellent. So I just want you to meet these amazing people. First of all, Team 1, coming to us from Houston or through Houston, from New York, tenor Cody Ryan Arthur, and pianist and composer Felix Jarrar. So everybody gets the same 2 questions. You are up first. Why are you a team? How did this artistic partnership come to be?
So we actually met through an online organization called United in Opera, which I help run with another friend of mine, and we hosted an event called Composers and Cocktails on Zoom when we were all deep in quarantine, and so I met Felix, and I said, I would love to, sing something new and, premiere a piece at some point, and so he wrote this piece for me, and it's been sitting in my iPad for a few months waiting for its opportunity, and we're here, so we're excited.
Fabulous. And this song is called Sleep, right? And the poem is by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Here's the second question that everybody's going to get. Is there anything in particular that you want these folks to know about this piece before you break it out for them?
Yes. What I wanted to do in my setting of the Longfellow poem was to show the melancholia that I felt in the poem that existed musically, and you'll hear a quiet churning and a moroseness throughout. So I wanted that mood to come across.
Awesome. Thank you so much, y'all. Team 1. Team 1. This is where we find out if I can remember the order of the teams. Team 2 made the longest trip today. They come to us from San Antonio. And actually, Jacqueline Matava, the singer, sang in another concert last night. So she is amazing. Mezzo-soprano Jacqueline Matava, pianist Wayne Ching, and on the iPhone, composer Samuel Gaskin. So referring back to the Songslam rules, it is the practice of the Songslam to require that teams be present, right? So if you had delved deep into our website and read those rules, you might be thinking, why is the composer on an iPhone? Well, this is one instance of, there's some saying about the letter of the law, which I can't remember right now, but the spirit of the law is what we're going for. Sam and Jacqueline are longtime artistic partners together in San Antonio. They've performed together many times. Sam has written many pieces for Jacqueline. He happens to be on a Fulbright in France. And since the point of the Songslam is to provide a structure that encourages artistic partnerships, it seemed weird to keep an artistic partnership that had been formed and was existing and was producing out of this competition because one of them was like amazing enough to get a Fulbright. So anyway, if anyone has any rule discussions to have, we can have a fight about it afterwards. But Sam is here, you know, and in real time.
Yes.
So here we go with the questions. How did this artistic partnership come to be?
So as Kathy said, Sam and I have been working together for a while, since 2018. And we have done concerts, both piano and voice and organ and voice. Sam's actually studying organ in Versailles.
Like you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you do.
Oh, me too.
And so, this actually is only the second song he's written for us, for me. And so he left back in September, and I've been working with Wayne. We've known each other a couple of years, but working together this year, and so we thought it would be a nice thing for us to do together, especially after, thank you, allowing Sam to take part, even though he is on a different time zone. So yes, it is midnight 30 there.
Amazing. Midnight 30 in Versailles.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what is something that you would want these folks to know about this composition before they hear it for the first time?
So Sam is going to attempt to talk, and if it's not loud enough, then I will read his thoughts. But go for it. Go for it, Sam. Is it okay? Yeah, great.
It's great to be able to communicate in English again. Basically, the poem is by my grandfather, and he wrote it about the sort of dread of a loved one leaving, a romantic partner leaving his life. And so the first part of the song is largely about anticipation, and it's represented by some repeated notes and some looped motives and leaping octaves. And then the second part of the song conveys more nostalgia and longing for ordinary daily events shared together in a couple. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, team, too. Thank you. All right, team 3, the first of our 2 hometown teams. Please welcome, I forgot to ask you, McGough? Breck McGough. Composer Breck McGough, tenor Davian Rajo, and pianist Cesare Karvosky. Hometown buyers. All right, gentlemen, how did this become to be?
Yeah, so me and Chadek have been good friends, as Adi have been good friends for a bit, and I really wanted to collaborate with him, so I got him as my pianist this year. And, yeah, and he'll be on my recital this year, and I thought it would be really cool to get a song written for me on my recital, and luckily I work at a church that he runs the music for, and he also composes, obviously. So I asked him, and we got to start collaborating on a piece.
Fabulous. I love it. What is something that the 3 of you would want these folks to know about the piece?
I think for me, the poetry is the most important aspect because it kind of set the tone quite literally for how the composition went about. So I think it would just be good to keep in mind who Wilfred Owen was, and that he was in trench warfare in World War I. He was hospitalized and treated for shell shock in Scotland, and during his convalescence, one of his hospital mates encouraged him to write down his experiences as a way to kind of get through some of the tragedies that he experienced there. And sadly, after he recovered, he went back to the front lines and died in France at the age of 25. But he wrote just incredible poetry about the horrors that he saw, and you'll hear that the language is so vivid. And so my task was really get out of the way of the words and just kind of support them with the music, and so that that story could be told.
Amazing. So great. Thank you so much, Des. Team 3. All right. Team 4 is more Waco. I would like to introduce pianist Corinne Penner and tenor and composer Morgan Magnificier. Doctors, you are local now, but I think your partnership happened a long time before you got to Waco. How did this artistic partnership come to be?
Yeah, that's right. Kurt and I met first year of our BMA in Stony Brook on Long Island, New York, and we fell in love and became married.
Excellent. Is this you had something cool in your biography about like doing a coffee house like open mic in California when you first came to the States, is that right?
Yeah.
So you have composed before?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want people to know about this particular song before they hear it for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. This song is called Echo, poetry by Krishna Rossetti, who is just an amazing and very prolific poetess. You can say that in English.
Poet's fine.
And this poem was very moving because you can tell she's thinking about a relationship that's been lost to death. And her, as a devout Christian, has this sort of relationship with that. And so it's sort of like hoping to experience the presence of that person in her dreams before she can meet that person again.
Gorgeous. So, thank you so much. Team 4. And Team 5, also to us from Houston, right? But I mean, also many other cities. Please welcome mezzo-soprano Luisana Rivas and pianist and composer Andrew Schneider. Thank you so much for being here. So how did this artistic partnership come to be?
Well, I found out about Songslam through following you on social media.
Okay.
And I have two big passions. The first one is in my own work as a soloist, highlighting the works of Latina composers or composers of Latina heritage, which Andrew falls in that category.
Yeah.
So I know that he just premiered an opera a few months before, and I got to hear a little bit of it. I was excited about his writing, so he happens to be a wonderful pianist, collaborator, coach. So it just made sense, I think.
Very cool. Love it.
Add to that, so many, before this sort of thing, we would just have so many mutual contacts.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's rather a bit of a network.
It is a little bit of a network, right? So the piece that you all have composed and are performing is in Spanish, right?
Yes, that's right.
Remind me the name of the poet?
Acuna.
Acuna, yeah.
Yes.
What would you like this group of people to know about this piece before you perform it for the first time?
Well, definitely one thing to note is Manuel Acuna person was a very short-lived Mexican poet, died at the age of 24. Think of him like Mexican romantic literature's analog to Edgar Allan Poe in terms of like out there in terms of like use of language. It's definitely as suggestive as you could expect a very conservative society to be in places where literature is normally reserved for people who have a civil service job.
Gotcha.
Like that. Music atmosphere, I would say, I would listen for an atmosphere that's a combo. I think of the Sanson et Dalila aria combined with La Vie en Rose.
All right. That's Thank you both so much. Team 5, everybody. I'd like to introduce you to my own personal Roland keyboard, super fancy. So as each team comes up to compete, please, pianists, take a moment to get the settings that you want, try stuff out, because I know that everybody might have slightly different visions of the volume and equalizing that they want. So do what you got to do, no problem. If anyone wants to be the donor who is named for giving us a grand piano, you can talk to me afterwards. I'm open for that discussion. Let's see. A couple of things to go over with the rules. You should have your super fancy bought at HEB index cards. What? In hand to write your vote on. If you didn't get a pencil, I'm sure someone near you has one and will share with you. We'll be around to collect your votes in a big old basket about 5 minutes after the end of the last song, unless you look really ready before then. You might need to argue and decide. After that, we will go to the back. We need to count those votes. We also need to check in with the online voting, and then we'll be back to let you know what the results are. Anybody have any questions? You don't have questions. Perfect. Great. Then I think we're ready to slam. Let's Songslam! Yes! All right. Here's the order. Our first team up is Team 5, Luisana Rivas and Andrew Schneider.
All hail mighty fall.
neglected to repeat the name of that song before we started. That was La Felicidad. All right. Number 2 on the program is actually Team 2. Jacqueline Matava and Wayne Ching performing While I Wait by Samuel Gaskin. Well done. like Vanna White, just kind of. Next up on your list, we have Team 4, Morgan Magnificier and Corinne Penner performing Echo. up is Team 3. Dulce et Decorum Est, performed by Davian Rajo and Cesare Carvaschi. Little collision. All right, finally, last we have the first shall be last. Somebody said that, right? This is Team 1 singing Sleep, Cody Ryan Arthur and Felix Gerard.
Seems from some faint Aeolian harpstring caught. Seal up the 100 wakeful eyes of thought, as Hermes with his lion sleep profound. 100 wakeful eyes of Argos found. For I am weary and am overwrought with too much toil, with too much care distraught, and with the iron crown of anguish bound. Lay thy soft hand upon my brow and cheek. Oh, peaceful sleep, until from pain released, I breathe again uninterrupted breath. How with that subtle meaning did the Greek call thee the lesser mystery at the feast, whereof the greater mystery is death.
You all, we just slammed. Yes! Let's hear it one more time for all of these performers. Thank you so much. One of the things that strikes me and moves me every time I do this in different cities is how absolutely unique each team is, how different they are from one another, but also how much commonality there often is in thematic choices. You often learn a lot in each individual community, kind of what's on people's minds. And I hope that that's something that goes out into your conversation tonight. So it's gonna take us a couple of minutes to do like our vote housekeeping now. Write down your numbers on your index cards, available at HEB, I might have mentioned that. We'll come out with a basket to collect those. We need to collect the online votes. Please avail yourself of the celebrity backdrop while you're waiting. Please come up and take a picture of yourself, post it on your socials, tag us. We would love that. Get yourself something to drink in the back. If you have not done that yet, walk around, look at the art, and we'll get this show on the road as quickly as we can. Thank you all so much. Yeah. Oh, great. Perfect. Thank you. But don't worry, I'm still going to talk more. Come in. So here's me running. Is my mic on? Can I go ahead? Sweet. I just want to run through a list of people that I want to make sure I thank. I want to make sure that they hear themselves thanked on the live stream. Some of these names you've heard before. Thank you to everybody who made this slam possible. First and foremost, Cultivate 712, this incredible venue, and all these people who are involved in making Cultivate part of downtown Waco. If you don't know about this venue, check out their website and everything that they sponsor. So much art happens upstairs, yoga happens here, so many events in this space. They're such an important part of this community and so welcoming to us. Deborah Wright is the gallery director and was the all-around factotum and helper for us. Jocelyn has been helping us out tonight. Thank you so much to this venue. Thank you, Carlos and Kimberly, wizards with all the tech. Kimberly said to me that I missed getting to see their kitchen table outfitted with all of their gear as they were figuring this out. So I'm going to make sure I get a picture of that next year. Thank you to Caroline Lee, Natalia Leslie, and Michaela Pace for helping us out at the door and at the table. Thank you to Jamie Van Eyck and Paul Chewy, my fellow board members. We realized that we had a quorum here tonight. And we almost had a board meeting, but then we decided not to, and we seconded that motion. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for being my proofreaders, my smarter brains, and my cheerleaders. Thank you. Paul Chewy, his second thanks, my mover of heavy things. Thank you. Thank you to Samuel Martin. He is not here tonight. He is the executive director of the Cincinnati Song Initiative, and he is the designer of the Lone Star Songs website. So we love him. LoneStarSongs.org, please visit us. Special thanks to Martha Guth, to Jeffrey Peterson, to Jamie Barton, to the Cincinnati Song Initiative, and to Sparks and Wiry Cries. And thanks to everyone who donated to our fundraiser at Frankfurt Atlas. You made all of this possible. You made this styling banner possible, and just helped us get off the ground. We had almost 300 online votes, which is amazing. The Songslam is something that is still evolving, and when it was created, nobody thought about the possibility of live streaming or online voting or what location means. The last 3 years has altered that conversation for every single one of us. I'm not going to tell you. I'm sure that you can guess. There was a very clear favorite in this space. There was a very clear favorite on the internet. Everybody got a lot of votes. This was a close race, but I am here to announce to you the top 3 winners. We have 2 named prizes and 1 prize that is not yet named. If anybody wants to be part of a naming gift, as I said, please just come up and talk to me. Now I have to find the names of the presents again because I don't remember that. Where is it? Right. 3rd place is the $400 prize named in honor of Cheryl Enoch, and that prize goes to Team 2. congratulations to Sam, who is probably asleep in Versailles right now. Our unnamed second prize of $600 goes to Team 3. And our first prize, which is $1,000, named in honor of Myrna Johnson. And I will just give up to you who that is. She is named in honor of one of the most important people in my life growing up. Myrna was the highly educated wife of one of the professors at St. Olaf College in the town where I grew up in Northfield, Minnesota. Like most women of the generation before me, she put her own education and her own desires musically secondary to the career of her husband. And she supported her husband, Miles Johnson, who was the director of bands at St. Olaf for his long career. And she put all of her energy into educating various children in the city of Northfield, Minnesota. She was my first choir director. She was the first person who gave me a chance to play the piano for a choir. And she's the first person who ever gave me the chance to play piano in the pit for a show. She taught me a lot of things that I would not have known about had I not lived in a city with someone like her. So I want to leave you with that thought today as well. We really do all of this together. We can't do stuff without you. Every piece of what makes these lives and these creative moments possible is important. And that's what I wanted to say. That's a long time to make you guys wait. Team 1, come on up. To all the artists and exchange various information with them, like Venmo account numbers, and also we have to do a little videography for some of our top-level donors, that kind of stuff. But before we do this, please have a moment to talk with this audience and to just have a little bit of fellowship. I'll meet you back there in like 5-10 minutes or so. For all of you, thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope I see you here next year for the 2nd annual Central Texas Songslam.